Your 8-minute question and answer period will now begin. How did you manage to meet and plan for your projects as a team despite COVID-19 restrictions?
Okay, so COVID-19 was one of our major obstacles, and how we managed to do is we had to adapt all our experimental procedures into doable in-home environments and due to COVID. And one of the major challenges we faced was finding a lab space to work in. And we were able to adapt this very well in terms of environment because we found a simple and effective solution in using home equipments to recreate the experiment. That's for environment. Thank you.
For textbook osmosis, we also had problems getting people to work with us because we are all working from home, like we study from home. So what we had to do was to create a schedule for everyone. Like you pick your tasks, then for the task you take, you have to come for the assigned time. So like we don't have a lot of people in our study room, like when we are sorting the books and some other stuff. So maybe 2 people in a time, something like that. Yeah.
Looking at the triple bottom line, people, planet, and prosperity, is there one of those where your team could have done better?
Yeah, for textbook osmosis, we just add our donation boxes all around the campuses now. So there are a lot of books we have in our donation boxes, and most of our team members are not available now. So what we should have done better was to put the donation boxes earlier before the school closed. So yeah.
Yeah, in terms of Project Greenlight, this year we focused on raising awareness on campus for waste management, and we could have expanded off campus by collaborating with students who were doing honors thesis. But due to time and also COVID, it was challenging, but it definitely could have been arranged virtually. So that's something we could have improved.
We could have also involved more the department, especially the geography and environmental studies department, because we're doing projects very much related to those departments. So it would have been really good if we got their students and having them to experience our project firsthand.
Do you have plans to scale your projects? Why and how?
For textbook osmosis, we are planning to scale our projects to we're planning to make our project a business, like a non-profit organization. So we are going to hire a lot of students who will be taking some position to keep the project running. And we think keeping this project running is going to be beneficial to the environment, and it is going to be beneficial to the student because they will get to get affordable textbooks, and they will also get employment while they are still in school.
In terms of environment, how we're planning to scale this project is to incorporate more particle boards or make particle boards in our local community, but also partner with other local restaurants and everyone else, because everyone has bulletin boards, everyone uses particle boards, and we're trying to expand it using that. So it will be more global by the time the environment exits into its own separate company.
How does your team define success?
So as a group, I would say that we define success by environmental change and social change, as well as economic change, but primarily from an environmental and social perspective. We also want to expand as a team and be competitors, but primarily it's about making a difference in our community, because at its core, it's about helping the community grow to become more sustainable and equitable.
If your team was given $25,000 right now, what would you use it for?
In that environment, would primarily use it for improving our orange peel technology by investing in advanced equipments for the lab, because we need something that can press the particle boards and at the same time make sure its quality is good. And once our equipments are producing and we can start manufacturing in local scale, we would want to increase our production scale to our local community and ideally global and partner with other groups. Now I'll let Enoch speak.
For textbook osmosis, as we are working on our web development, we will hire more web developers, like we hire more student interns, and also we will hire more warehouse management, like people will be in charge of our warehouse, and also we will hire more people that will be transporting our textbooks, like moving them from the donation area to our storage rooms, and also people that will be delivering the order to the students.
Did your team take any action to increase diversity and inclusion?
So we have actively encouraged students across various disciplines to participate in Enactus and to get involved in our projects. Now, unlike many clubs in the university, we diligently make an effort to identify unique strengths that the students possess and use their strengths to enhance our project. Now, a lot of people involved in Enactus are international students who offer different perspectives using different reasons. Now, why this is important is because global warming affects different parts of the world differently, and involving diverse amount of people in our group, we can have different perspective of what the problem in our local community is. So we can identify that and solve the problem using a business idea, and that's how we have actively increased inclusion in our team.
Yeah, for Telugu Osmosis, like from an economic lens, our project decreases financial disparity between students on campus by making textbooks more affordable and accessible to everyone.
And just to add, our team is very diverse, partially because our leadership as well at the top is very diverse itself. So I think that has an influence for the general members as well. And just to show, we have people from Korea, Japan, Thailand, Nigeria, Kenya, and from all different provinces across Canada.
What accomplishment from the last year are you most proud of?
Well, as a team, we've been able to win a lot of laurels, which means awards, just because of our collaborative spirit. We've come together as a team that started off with 13 members, active members, so about 30 full active members. We're able to put that together, a project to not only just be active on campus, but to be able to compete on the regional and the global scene, and actually national scene. So we are actually really proud that our projects are actually not only being able to compete, but also making socio-economic and environmental impact in our society here at Zapio, New Brunswick, and also
Add on to that, during COVID, we were able to double our membership with Enactus, which we were not expecting because we can't meet in person with COVID. So we were surprised to see how many people joined, and as a result, our team grew and we were able to help the community more.
How did you come up for the ideas of your projects?
I think a big part is just looking at what's around you and seeing what issues are existing in your community. So with Project Greenlight, we saw that there were no waste signs above the bins, so no one had an understanding of how to sort waste.
Your time has now expired. Thank you, Enactus Mount Allison.